Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Gardening with Grayson. In today's video, I'm going to be pressure washing a stamped concrete patio and also my deck, so let's get after it. Okay everyone, as you can see, this is my stamped concrete patio area. This is right down off of the deck. It's kind of like a sunken in space, as I call it. You just come right down a couple of steps and you're down in this nice, beautiful, shady area. Now, it wasn't always shady. It was actually in full sun for many years. This is the south side of the house and it's blazing sun. However, these birch trees have matured. It's probably 20 years old and it has provided tons of shade. As you can see, the mildew and the grime from the trees and everything just kind of coat the stamped concrete patio, and it just kind of makes it look pretty rough. So I'm going to be pressure washing. It's a part of my spring cleanup, and this is what I'm going to be getting after today. I just wanted to show you this area before we get it all clean. This is a pretty little arch area that over the years has kind of broken. I have a Virginia creeper on this and it blooms every year, and I'm going to be replacing that. So I just have to get in here and get all this spring cleaning done. All this grime will come up and we will get it sealed afterwards, and I'll try to provide a video for you guys for that so you can see, but this just wraps right around to my gate. And then that leads out to my driveway and the sidewalks that lead around to the front, as I showed you in a previous video, pressure washing those. So a lot of pressure washing going on right now. And then it will be weed time, pulling all the weeds. So there's my pressure washer, and we're gonna be getting after this. So I just wanted to show you walking back through this arch. It's just a lot of junk that's fallen out of the trees. And as you can see, a closer look at all the stain, and all of this will come really clean. As you can see just how mildew it gets. Look at that huge hosta, y'all. Isn't that amazing? Thing is enormous. If that gives you any indication of how big this is. I'm trying to keep my camera steady so I don't make y'all dizzy. But yeah, this is the area that we're going to be working in today. So I'm going to go ahead and get a camera set up, and we're going to get after this project. So I'm getting started pressure washing here. I'll go ahead and get my pressure washer started. Usually start with a full tank of gas, and here I am working by my side gate. This is on my side yard. This is on the west side, and this leads to my driveway. With it being the west side, it's normally blazing in the sun, but with all the mature trees, I have some really nice dappled shade here. So as I just start, I'm realizing just how dirty this patio is and this sidewalk is. So as you can see, I have been landscaping in this garden for 20 plus years. So it is it's pretty mature now, and very, very private. I love this area. I use it every day. I'm out here all the time, and this is just a part of my spring cleanup. I know we all have chores that we have to do each and every year, and this is just a part of having this area. The trees provide tons of shade, with it being the south and western exposure. And with that comes a lot of mildew and just this extra work, but it's also worth it. So I've been working in these beds and in these gardens for 20 plus years, and there's been a couple of years where I haven't had such a chance to get out there, and it kind of takes its toll after a while. So as you can see here, just how dirty this is. I'm trying to get all my hoses and all straightened out so I can show better angles. Now I'm working under an arch. Originally planted a trailing rose on this. I believe it's called a Don Juan. It's a red rose, a red climber. And then I put a trumpet vine on it. So the trumpet vine just really took over and it just engulfs the whole arch. So back to the patio. I didn't realize how dirty this was until I started cleaning it. There's a big crack in the patio, actually. It happened just a couple of years ago. It started out as a hairline crack and it just has grown a little bit larger over the years. It's not very deep or big. It kind of adds character. I've thought about having it fixed, but at the same time, I just think the expense involved and they would probably have to cut it out or turn it into a seam. I've just decided to leave it alone. And like I said, I think it just adds a little bit of character. So this is kind of coming into the larger area, and as you can see, I've written "wow" because it is so dirty, and I didn't realize it. So I love this space, and I'm just so glad that I thought to add it in. It's literally right off of my deck, and it's like a sunken down area at the top of the screen. You can see the very bottom step of the deck. Now here, I decided to do something kind of funny. It is so dirty, and I just thought that I would just go ahead and utilize the wand and write the word dirty because this patio is so dirty, as you can see. So look at this shot. This is unbelievable. This really shows just how much mold and mildew and pollen and how much stuff, pollution and all the grime from the trees and just life gets on this patio literally in 1 year. So I will be having this patio sealed probably within the next week. It's good to let it dry for about 48 hours, 2 or 3 days, and I'll have it sealed. And what that will do is give it a nice wet look, and it will keep it protected for up to, I think, 1 to 3 years. When I had this patio originally installed, this was all grass. And originally the plans were to possibly have it as grass or have it as pea gravel or do a concrete patio. And I opted for the patio. I thought that if I did pea gravel, it would get stuck in my shoes and I would drag it in the house. And scuff up the floor. So I just opted for this patio. And so they came in, they dug it out, and it's kind of like a kidney shape or like a round shape with a sidewalk. So they came in, they dug the whole thing out, probably down about 8 inches or so, 10 inches. And then they brought a concrete truck in and they formed it in and filled it up with concrete. And then they came along with rubber stamps and they stamped it. And then once that was semi-dry, they came in with like colored chalks and they threw colored powders, I guess I should say, colored powder on it and kind of swirled it all together. Okay, you guys, here it is. This is all done now. It's all finished and pressure washed. It's had a chance to dry. And wow, what a huge, huge, huge difference. The color is coming back. Now I'm going to be having this patio sealed. It's been probably a couple of years since I've had it sealed, and now that it's all pressure washed and dried, it needs to dry for a couple of days. I think it's about 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours. And what that's going to do is it's going to give it more of a wet look, and it's also going to bring the color back out in this patio. So I've lived here for 20 plus years, and this is just one of the things that I have to do probably every year or two is pressure wash. So as you can see, it really came clean. I didn't realize how dirty it was until I started washing it. And then of course it was really, really dirty. And it's just from all the shade and lack of sun back here. So yeah. This has been a great addition to my garden. I originally just had the deck built here. And so I knocked the railings off and dropped down and came down off the side of it here. And it just really turned out nice when I had this put in. And so I was able to kind of then create a few borders, plants around it, and created a really nice shady extension of the deck. And so it's kind of in the middle of the yard. And so on the other side of these big trees here, these are Chindoviburnums. On the other side of those is the backyard, and I'll be showing you all of that in another video. So the next thing we have to get after is the deck. So originally I stained this deck kind of a brown tone, and over the years I just kind of got tired of it, and Behr makes some really great stains now. This is like a translucent deck stain kind of paint, and so I have gone in and I have painted this like a green tone, and I think it looks great with the surrounding area. So you guys, this is the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I've just shifted a lot of plants around, and as you can see, the dirt is just unreal. It's unbelievable how this stuff cakes up on the deck. It's just wear and tear. It's from pollen, tree debris, stuff falling out of the trees, the leaves, and it's just a part of my spring cleanup. So drop me a comment in the section below. Let me know if you have any spring rituals that you have to go through every spring to get ready for the season. As you can see, there's a couple of deck boards that have rotted out here. I have it on the list. I have my landscape crew or my construction crew or guys that do work for me. It's one of those areas that I just don't mess with. I could probably do it myself, but I just don't even want to deal with it. So I've got a crew that comes over and does odds and ends for me, and I've got this on the list for them to come and repair these boards, or replace these boards, I should say. And then I'll go back in and restain it. So let me know in the comment section below what you have to go through each spring to get ready for the season. So I just wanted to show y'all a before and after. I did pressure wash just a little bit of it earlier, and as you can see, the big difference. You see I've got my work cut out for me here. So yeah, let's get after it, and I'll show you the end result. Here is the deck, all nice and clean, freshly pressure washed. It's still wet, but I couldn't be more happier. I'm super thrilled at how clean this came. Of course, there's still some imperfections along the way here. It's just wear and tear from the summer, and of course some boards that need to be replaced, as I mentioned earlier. And I have my deck guys coming over to help me get all this stuff repaired. So yeah, this is the deck. It's rather large. It's this was the original deck when I first moved into the home, and I had the railings knocked off of all the sides and had them cut this at an angle, and then I dropped down and went out 20 more feet. So yeah, this is all under a canopy of trees, and I just love it out here. But it is a lot of work, as you can see all of this stuff on the table here. And as I walk over, this is my sunken little patio courtyard that I call it, a little sunken patio. But this is the stamped concrete patio that I pressure washed earlier, that's in the video. But yeah, this is my tranquil spot, you guys. So then this little sidewalk wraps around to my side yard and gate to the driveway, and back around to the front of the house. But this is such a shady little spot, and I just love it. So yeah, it's quite a bit of work once a year. Mainly what I do is just clear all the furniture off, and then I come through and pressure wash the patio and this deck area. So drop me a comment in the section below and let me know what you have to go through each season to get ready for summer. If it's large amounts of leaves that you have to remove, or if you're sealing concrete, or if you're pressure washing decks, or restaining, or whatever you have to do to get ready for the season. So anytime we have areas in our backyard that we love to entertain or just enjoy quiet time in, we have to keep them up, and with home ownership comes pressure washing and keeping everything clean. But like I stated earlier, this is a semi-transparent deck stain with tint, and I love it. I used to be brown when I first had it built, and I just decided to go for this green tone, and I just love it. It blends in very well with all the trees and shrubs, and it just fits in real well. I think it's a good color match to the patio tones down below. But as you can see, there's still a little bit of wear, and I'll get out the stain and I'll just go over this again, and it will hide every one of these imperfections, and then I'll be ready to load this deck with all the furniture, the deck furniture and all. So okay, so there you have it. That's the end of the video, and I certainly appreciate you tuning in and watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. This will help me grow my channel. And as always, thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.